So if you're like me, you have taken far too long to upgrade your gym and software. I am currently using a different provider for my website and a different provider for my internal gym software to track classes, manage billing, and to keep in communication with my members. And I put off changing and upgrading for far too long. And here's the reason why. I thought it'd be really difficult. I thought taking all my members, all the information that they have, their birthday information, their profile stuff, including their workouts, and migrating them over to another gym software just sounded like a crazy daunting task. The second thing I worried about was billing. Am I going to be able to switch all of the credit card payments and information that I have there from my old software over to Wodify as well? And what would that process look like? Also, it's time to upgrade. I started my gym back in 2013, so I had a different website provider, I had a different internal gym software provider, none of which did anything I needed it to in terms of lead tracking and celebrating the successes of the members in my gym. Meaning, when they hit new PRs, does the coach know? Do we see it logged in? When they're at their 30th class or their 100th class, are we celebrating those wins? Do we have just the ability to know something simple as it's your birthday? All these tools are really important when it comes to retention of your members. Of course, they want to feel like they're continuously making progress, continuously seeing results. And sometimes we need a way to track that and measure it to show them. Also, the ability to have tracking on somebody who's filled out a form on your website and then becomes a member. What does that client journey look like? Have you really sat down and developed process and workflow behind it? Because if not, when you decide to upgrade your gym's internal software, it's a great opportunity to really sit down and say, okay, what programs do I have to offer? What does my client journey currently look like? And what does that communication from the time they fill out the website form to the time they become a member look like? Because again, if you guys are like me and you don't have something currently that has workflow across all of those systems seamlessly, then inevitably people slip through the cracks. They come in and they fill out the waiver and you forget to follow up. They fill out the website form, but they don't make the leap over to your gym's internal software. And frankly, they don't get followed up with and they don't become members simply because we don't have a way to accurately track them, and stay in close contact. So I'm going to be upgrading my gym software to Wodify. And we're going to be talking about some of those things that we're going to be experiencing, especially in the onboard process. Now, so far, the onboard process for me has been really smooth. The Wodify team has made it easy to understand the product and my next steps in transferring my gym software over to Wodify. The other thing is that no step has been overwhelming. Each one, they've reassured me and said, okay, hey, we're here. We're going to move here. These are the things complete. We'll check back up with you within a couple of days after you completed them. The other thing is they were very helpful in saying, here's how you find all your current client information. Here's how you download that, send that over to us, and we'll make sure that we upload it into the software. So the phase that I am in right now is the initial onboard phase. So far, I have met twice, once with John and now with Kevin. Kevin is a product specialist, and he is helping me transfer all my information over to the new Wodified system. Being able to find all the client information off my old one was super easy. Downloaded it, sent it over to him, and Kevin has assured me that they will get it all squared away and entering all that information on their side. So I'll be doing these updates here, most likely weekly, just inform you guys where I am on the process, how are things are going, and what that looks like. So that way, if you've been like me and putting off upgrading your gym's software, you will at least have this to lean on to see what an actual experience was like and the benefit that I gained from making the switch. Not to mention, another cool little tidbit is a few of the members that are really dogmatic about recording all of their scores and entering everything in are super excited about the upgrade to Wodify. Being able to have a more robust user experience where they could log more things in a more detailed manner, communicate with some of the members at the gym, communicate with the coaches, and celebrate all their PRs right with inside the same software is something very exciting for them and very exciting for us as coaches and myself as the so stay tuned as I will keep you guys informed with these short little 5-minute videos on where we are in upgrading my gym software to Wodify.